do this. I think he wants to come out. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me yet, my name is Sofia and I make videos about minimalism and simple living. I'm actually going to start making some travel videos as well, like travel tips and stuff. That's coming soon. It's been a while since I made any videos. I kind of took a little life break. And I'm hoping to be back for good now. My goal is to post at least one video a week, but hopefully more. We'll see how that goes. Today's video, I'm actually going to be doing my house tour. This is a video that a couple of people have asked me for already, and I know that a lot of you could use inspiration for small spaces. I actually live in a studio apartment, so my kitchen and my living room and everything is just in one room. Obviously there's a separate bathroom. It's about 25 meters squared, so it's not too big, but I find that it's perfect for what I need. I'm a student, but I also only live with my dog, so I don't need that much space. I feel like I've really optimized this space, so for me it's perfect. I don't know how many square feet 25 meters squared is, but I will find out and it'll be right here. Having said that, let's get right into it. So the first thing that you see when you walk into my house is obviously the rest of the house, because you know it's a small house, but you walk straight into the kitchen. So essentially the first thing to your right is this little IKEA table, and that's where I keep things that I need when I'm about to leave the house. So for example, any bags or scarves or gloves when it's a little colder, and under it I actually have Benji's food just in a little Tupperware type of thing, so it makes it easy for me to grab. That's how I store that. Over it I keep my tea and my coffee maker and some fruit, also so that I can grab it on the go, and I keep my keys. You'll also see that I have like a coat rack hanger here. That's where I put all my jackets and Benji's leash. And so after that you'll see my little kitchenette. It's not huge, but it's everything I need. I keep the pans and the baking stuff in the first cabinet. And the second cabinet I have kind of like as a pantry, so I keep my cereal and a couple other things, my pasta, my rice. And on the last door I keep my plates, my cups, and my bowls. In the drawers, in the first one I definitely use as a pantry. This is where my eggs are and my crackers and that type of stuff. And the other drawer is actually where I keep my cutlery and that type of thing. In the cabinets below I actually don't use for kitchen stuff. The one closest to the door I use for shoes because I have a dog, so if you have a dog you'll relate. He'll eat my shoes if I don't put them away. Sorry, my dog thinks he's a cat, so he's going to be doing this the whole video. And in the second one I actually have my laundry. I have this really handy mesh bag thing. I got it on Amazon or something like that, and it actually separates my laundry into color, white and black, which is perfect. It makes my life a lot easier when it's laundry day. Over here I actually have a freezer and then a fridge stacked on top of it, so it's not a whole unit. As a student I had to improvise. And then on top of it I have like a microwave oven. Please stop moving around, you're being really loud. He's looking at me really offended right now. But yeah, it's a microwave oven combination, so it's perfect. It's everything I need. And yeah, that's pretty much my kitchen area. Over here, we'll go into the bathroom. It's pretty small, but it's just what I need. I'm actually going to do like a bathroom remodel video soon, so I'm not going to go into depth in my bathroom, but that's coming up soon. And after that, you have my little office, if you want to call it that. This really cool clock actually only cost me €1 or €2. I think you can get it on AliExpress, that type of website. But I keep my desk without anything, mostly because, you know, my dog thinks he's a cat, so I can't really have that much on here. But I do keep this little letterboard because I use it for my Instagram posts and just, you know, as a little motivation. Next to my desk, I actually have Benji's travel crate. I use it as a bedside table. I used to have this somewhere else, but I figured this is the best way to optimize my space, and because it's such a large surface, it's good to hold my computer and stuff when I'm going to bed at night. Benji actually sleeps in the crate because it's like what he feels most comfortable with. If I leave him to sleep outside, he'll actually like curl in a corner, and he likes protection. So I also travel with him a lot, so it's really convenient that he really enjoys being in this crate. After that, there's my bed. That's kind of self-explanatory. If you turn around, you will find my little library with shelves. As a minimalist, the one thing I do keep collecting are books because I love them so much. And you'll also find my dining room area. The table is a high table, like a bar table, for two reasons. One, because I have a dog and, you know, it's easier to eat when they're not able to reach the surface. But second, because I find that playing with levels, especially in a small space, this can actually make the space feel a lot bigger. And because it's such a sleek table and the legs are so thin, it's actually really nice to make the space look open. Then I have this IKEA mirror. This was actually a pricier piece. I think it's like 90 euros or something in IKEA, but I really feel like this huge mirror makes my room look a lot bigger. It reflects light. It's also why, I don't know if you noticed, but it's also why I have mirrors on top of my bed, because since my bed is next to the window, having those mirror there actually reflect light. Sometimes they kind of even look like a window. So I really find that mirrors for a small space is a huge hack. So the other reason I have this mirror is because it allows me to have a lot more storage without it being very noticeable. So behind the mirror I actually have a shelf. That's where I keep my pillows during the day, or else my dog would eat them. He's a good boy, I promise. It's just he's, you know, silly sometimes. I also keep my travel suitcase here, and I keep my travel suitcase filled with stuff as storage. I think it has some like winter clothes in it right now, and I keep my vacuum cleaner there as well. Another thing that I use for storage is under my bed. I have a lot of those like thick plastic storage bags under there to keep like off-season clothes and that type of stuff. This right here is a combination of my closet and my storage compartments things. I keep a lot of things in there, from like electronics to clothes to extra towels, and also Benji's toys and his food. And then it also serves as a place to put my TV. And then most of my clothes are in this closet here. I'm actually going to do a closet tour soon, so I don't want to show too much. This is actually from IKEA. It's the Kallax shelving unit. And then I bought all these boxes as IKEA as well. And they also have these cool door sort of accessories, I guess you can call them, which make it look a lot fancier, I find. But it's not too expensive, and I find that it optimizes your space so much because you can store so much in these boxes, so it's great. And then above my closet I actually have my plants. I don't know how it's still alive, to be honest. I've had it for like I think 2 or 3 months now. It should be dead by now, but it's still alive. So, and then here I kind of have like my little gym equipment. I have my mat, and I have a foam roller for my muscles. I've been going to a physical gym a lot lately, but I find that when I'm too lazy to leave the house, I like having like a home gym option. I have these white curtains just so that even when I have the curtains closed, it still allows for some light to come in. Then I keep my clothes dryer hidden behind here. Something I actually forgot to mention is I have a stove type of thing. You'll be able to see the video and see what I mean. And under it I have a laundry machine. This is kind of like a DIY project because there's no actual like water outlet there, so I have to plug it into the faucet when I want to use it. But it works perfectly. It beats having to pay 4 euros every time that I want to do laundry. Over my stove, I also keep things that I need easily. So my toaster for toast every morning, and my protein for my protein shakes, which I drink every morning. It's really bulky, so I like to keep it here. So yep, this is my home. It was a pretty short tour because it's a pretty small space, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it gave you some decor inspiration, or just some tips and tricks on how to keep a small space looking big. I actually get quite a lot of compliments from my friends that also live in this building complex and have similar studios. Honestly, if I could give you 3 takeaways, it's keep colors simple. I feel like when you have a lot of colors in a room, it can look a little bit chaotic and make the space look smaller than it actually is. And keep them light colors like white, beige, this wood color I have. This works very well as well. I also have black, but because it's paired with the light colors, it's okay. The second tip would be to include as many mirrors as you can. Sometimes you'll stick on mirrors that are really cheap for the wall. Those are enough. And try to keep plants, even if they're not real. Most of my plants are actually fake. It's just that it gives the room a little bit more of a lively vibe, I guess. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean. And then the mirrors reflect light and they make the space look a lot bigger. So definitely do that. And third is to keep things organized. Obviously, if you're already a minimalist, it makes it really easy because you won't have that much stuff to store. But if you're still getting there, just make sure that everything you own has like a place where it lives. Just so that when you're cleaning the room, it makes it easier for you to know where everything goes. And just make sure that every morning you look around and put things back where they belong, because clutter can really make a place look small. So one of the first things I do in the morning is I make my bed, and then I look around and I see if anything needs to get put away. If you guys have any questions or comments or feedback or suggestions, please leave them in the comment box down below. I would love to read your suggestions and maybe incorporate some. And I hope this helped you guys out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! much.